A judge throws the book at a Pike County nurse who admitted to stealing drugs. And Kentucky State Police releases a report on crime. I'm Nick Collum, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. A Pike County travel nurse has learned her fate for stealing drugs from a West Virginia hospital. 55-year-old Jacqueline Brewster of Belfry pleaded guilty to fraudulently obtaining a controlled substance and wrongfully disclosing patient information. While working at Raleigh General Hospital in Beckley, she admitted to using patient data to access vials of hydromorphone, siphoning off some of the drug for herself, then refilling the vials with another substance and resealing them to appear unopened. She failed to appear for her original sentencing in May, claiming she had no transportation. But when she finally appeared Thursday, a federal judge imposed a tougher sentence than guidelines recommended. The guidelines and both prosecution and defense attorneys recommended that she spend less than a year in prison. But the judge determined that her conduct warranted a stiffer punishment and instead sentenced her to 5 years. Brewster is also banned from practicing nursing in West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Kentucky State Police has released its latest report on crime in the Commonwealth, and it contains several elements of good news. Sheldon scoured through the report to tell us what it contains.
The recently released Kentucky State Police crime report for last year cites decreases in several crimes reported during 2024. Perhaps most significant is a 7.5% drop in serious crimes, those listed as Category A. Notably, data shows a nearly 13% decrease in homicides and roughly 14% less sex crimes. Total Category A crimes reported across Floyd, Johnson, Knott, Letcher, Magoffin, Martin, and Pike counties totaled at nearly 5,000, with Pike leading at just over 1,900 and Johnson following with roughly 1,400. The lowest across the 7 counties was Martin at only 40. By far, the highest percentage of arrests for this category of crimes were drug-related, with right at 61,000 reported across the state, making up 17.5% of the total numbers. Police handled 701 homicide cases, making 689 arrests from resulting investigations. One standout already widely reported from the report is that drug overdose deaths have dropped by some 3% across the state, marking the 3rd straight year in decreases. Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Sheldon Compton.
Coming up after the break, it's almost time again for the Hillbilly Christmas in July motorcycle ride. We'll give you a preview of this year's event when the Mountaintop Daily continues, but first, sports and weather.
With this Mountaintop Sports Report for Tuesday, I'm Brittany Rowe reporting. The dead period will end on Wednesday, July 9th with football camps and 7-on-7 amping up into full throttle mode. Look to Mountaintop Sports for upcoming interviews with football coaches, basketball coaches, football players, and of course celebrating 100 years of Pikeville Panther football. For the latest area high school and college sports news, remember to check us out at mountain-topsports.com or like and follow us on Facebook, X, and TikTok. Reporting for Mountaintop Sports, I'm Brittany Rowe. Have a great Tuesday, sports fans.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Are you looking for better service? How about better support or savings? Well, it's time to choose Appalachian Wireless, the network built just for Eastern Kentucky. We've got the latest devices, flexible plans, and a team that treats you just like family. So stay connected to what matters most. Stop by one of our retail locations or visit us at AppalachianWireless.com to start switching and saving today and find out our latest deals on our most popular devices and accessories. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
It won't be much longer before its kickstands up on this year's Randy Jones Memorial Ride for the Kids as part of Hillbilly Christmas in July. Robin spoke with organizers to find out more about this year's event.
Get ready, y'all. It's almost time for Hillbilly Christmas in July. The Randy Jones Memorial Ride for the Kids is celebrating its 20th year and will be giving away a brand new Harley Davidson.
Now, this year, the ride will start at Mineshaft Harley Davidson at 1 o'clock on Saturday, July the 19th. And we'll be traveling to Prestonsburg, Sayersville, and back to Pikeville to Appalachian Arena. And there's where we'll be giving away the bike and have a silent auction. And we have a lot of good stuff on the silent auction this year. So you might want to come by early at the Appalachian Arena and kind of check it out, see what we have.
Each year, the nonprofit selects something to raise money for that will benefit children in need and the Shriners Hospital in Lexington.
We're very proud to say that in 20 years, this little group has done some great stuff, like a totally handicapped playground at Bob Amos Park, the first of its type in the state of Kentucky. We're responsible for it. And in 2017, we purchased a van and gave it to El Hasa Temple. And then the hospital needed some toys back years ago. So with the help of Double Quick, we took them over 50,000 toys. I think this little group that we have has been very productive in this 20 years. And this year we're doing something a little bit different since it is our anniversary. We're going to do an SUV and give it to Oleka Temple for transportation for their kids out of Floyd County and down toward the Fayette counties. And we like $45,000 meeting our $1 million goal at the hospital. So if we can do the $45,000 this year plus your SUV, I think it's been a very productive year for us.
Registration for this event is $25 per bike and must be done in person at the Mineshaft Harley Davidson store at 114 Harley Drive in Pikeville. More information can be found on their Facebook page.
We're going to have some fun this year. It's going to be a great ride.
Reporting from Mountaintop News, I'm Robin Tillman.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Nick Collum for Mountaintop News.